Good morning. What's up now? Got a couple things I want to get off my chest. First, man, let me shout out to some people doing some good things, man. It was a lot of work put in this past weekend in the A. A slew of comrades, from Bozeman to Hank Stewart to Mowley to Young Eldridge to Mr. Walker, Teacher of the Year, Pastor Rice over at Sankofa. The list goes on and on, man. Reverend T-Mac always putting in work. Shout out to y'all, man. It was beautiful sitting back and looking at all the activity of educating our people and others that was taking place. Shout out to my girl, Miss Mallory, out there in New York, for her work and efforts on that nail salon. It ended with the arrest of, I believe, the owner and some more employees out there. I did feel some kind of way that they were walked out of their establishment, wasn't handcuffed. There's a viral video going around with a brother with one of the New York accents. Cuff him! Cuff him! Rightfully so. Shout out to y'all for that work. Shout out to my man, Minister Kirsten Foy out there. I believe they engaged in an occupation, I believe in their 7th or 8th day. Man, we got comrades all around, man. Shout out to Miss Leslie out there in Ferguson for putting her hat in this sleazy political arena. Personal, it's late, but shout out to my good friend, Lucy McBath, who won the primary, who initially was going to run for state rep, then upped the ante and ran for a congressional seat and won the primary. And I truly believe that sister is destined to get that seat and more. The anniversary of Mike Brown assassination or slain. People are like, oh, it wasn't no assassination. Well, leaving his body out there with blood running down the street for everybody to see for 4.5 hours. If that wasn't a statement, I don't know what you call that. So let me say a statement. There's somebody else too out in DeLand, Florida. Marlon Brown, shout out to Crystal. The vegetable garden slain several years now, but literally ran over a man, went off-road. An officer went off-road, went around another patrol car to go off-road and run over Marlon Brown. And because of some jurisdictional issues, the paramedics were out of jurisdiction and had to wait on the other emergency response units that were in the correct jurisdiction. So Marlon laid under the damn patrol car for 4 hours plus. Cause of death was mechanical asphyxiation. Shout out to the Johnson family, man, who's still in the fight. It hurts me to know the status of that case, but his parents and others are still pushing. One of the biggest travesties in the history of this country, and I will say second in the state of Georgia, second only to the missing children, Atlanta missing and murdered children. Just a couple of things, man. The Baltimore, where we see the 2 black officers, one of them wailing, assaulting, aggravated assault on another citizen, civilian. Hey, man, I believe our girl, Marilyn Mosley, I believe she's still out there, the sister that prosecuted the officers and Freddie Gray and then received a lot of backlash. Sister, I'm hoping you do what you do and don't let some of that harassment and pressure by the powers that be persuade you otherwise. That's straight up assault. I understand that the officer has been suspended. Screw the suspension. He needs to be terminated. He needs to be indicted. He needs to be convicted. And he needs to be sentenced properly. Another sickening thing about that, man, this is, of course, my opinion, but it's based in years, decades of experience. You know, it's funny because something in my spirit tells me in that Baltimore situation, if that civilian would have been a Caucasian male, then that brother wouldn't even have had the balls to do what he did. What does that say about us, right? To all y'all who like to scream, they always talking about the police. What about this black on black crime? Some of y'all are so misguided, it's sad. I'm not gonna even get into that and dilute my point, but we need that brother that's in uniform now stripped of that uniform, and we need for him to have another uniform, preferably orange. They come in khaki, they come in blue. At one point in time out in Arizona, they even came in pink. And the message, if this brother would ever happen to hear it, man, there's some partners that I'm close with, man, that's from around the way, still from around the way, that love to get their hands on the joker, that like to abuse his own people like that. More to come on that, man. The Chicago issue. Listen, man. Young brothers and sisters are killing one another. That goes without saying. All races kill within their own race. But I'm not making excuses. But for 1 second, if you don't think that the situation is bigger than gang activity in Chicago, then you, sir, you, madam, are also part of the problem. Just think logically. What major city do you know that the government, that the criminal justice division, all legs of it, would allow young, black mostly males, to terrorize and dominate a city? Where they do that at? It's systemic. It's orchestrated. It's fueled. It's amplified. The same tactics that were used in the COINTELPRO project, where mail tampering, now it's easier because everything's online, creating beefs, inflaming beefs amongst rivals, doing some of the damn killing themselves. Dude, it's a serious damn problem in Chicago. So quit with the superficial, scratching the surface, dog whistle rhetoric as if it is just young black males. No, sir. It is the criminal justice system. It is the government. In addition to the pawns that unfortunately are our children out there in Chicago. I believe that's it for now, man. Oh, no, I can't leave. I'd be remiss if I don't say this. I believe in energy. I believe in signs. I'm 44 years of age, from the south side of ATL, from College Park, from the new city of Southwood. I've never in my life, man, come face to face with a stork jogging today, man, on Butner Road. And shout out to the assholes. I don't know no other way to put it. Butner Road is not pedestrian friendly. So you got some disgruntled, unhappy individuals, only a handful, that like to hate on those of us that are still getting it in, keeping our heart rate up, trying to keep our energy level up, trying to keep our physical up and our mental up. And they like to play around while they're in the vehicles behind the wheel on the road. Well, listen, man, hey, don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at us because we out here getting it in and you barely scratching mid-30s and you able to honk the horn with your belly button. I swear, man, I was raised to be a humble individual, because if I wasn't, if I was one of these arrogant, popping kind of cats, some of y'all that don't like me couldn't even stomach me if I was like that. So, man, just watch yourself, man, if you're on the south side getting your workout on. It's not the most pedestrian-friendly place. Those who know me well know that I had a little cousin who lost his life as a result of a vehicle, 2 vehicles at that. So that's a special place to my heart in that. A stork, y'all, straight up. I'm gonna post a picture in just a bit, but on Butner Road near Camp Creek, literally a 3 to 4 foot tall bird stork, the ones that are synonymous with delivering babies, that kind of stork. My dumb behind got my hip hop blasting in my ears. Shout out to the 45th anniversary of hip hop, the #1 genre in the nation. But yeah, man, I went to take my camera out of my arm strap, and the Velcro sound scared them off, man. Wingspan wider than my arms. Stork spotted Butner in Camp Creek. To all y'all out there, man, that's in the movement, man, keep on pushing. I'd be remiss if I don't speak on this too before I go. Bear with me, y'all. Shout out to all of the brothers that are still engaged in the NFL national anthem protest. Hashtag I'm with Cap. Shout out to those that are kneeling. Shout out to those that are throwing the fist up. But a special salute to Brother Marshawn Lynch, man, who continues to sit on his backside, man. Those of us, man, who really, really know the depth or how deep the rabbit hole goes when it comes to mass incarceration, police brutality, police misconduct, police terrorism, prison industrial complex. Those of us know that third stanza, and people will say that this is not what it's about as well, and true enough. But you got to be able to deal with this thing in sections. Many of us know that anthem was not written for us. And many of you Caucasians, the hirelings, it was not meant for. Myself nor my family, we will not pay homage, we will not show honor to, and I've said this publicly plenty of times, to the national anthem. We will not pay homage or show honor to the Pledge of Allegiance. All of these pseudo fork-tongue composed tributes and musical anthems, all up under the umbrella to perpetuate white supremacy, which we do not acknowledge in the least bit. Y'all keep pushing, man. Peace.